them, because once we start teaching them, then a lot of them discover that they have some mental emotional issues and they need counseling and they need some mental health help. So that's why we need to really, make sure that we are able to support every way possible. So this is the project I'm working on the most right now, on building the volunteer team, and also on ensuring that more and more children get benefited. Plus also recruiting the psychotherapist who would do counseling, recruiting a core team who would manage the operations, the digital marketing and all those stuff of this project. And plus also trying to scale up my programs digitally to be able to impact more and more lives in every way possible. So this year is dedicated to, impacting close to 10,000 lives. And yeah, if everything goes well, if your wishes and blessings are with me, then we'll surely be able to impact those many lives digitally as well as physically. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. Yeah, any other question, doubt, query, anything? I hope you can hear me clearly. And yeah, we are also planning on creating a mental health helpline. So any child, youth, or teenager in the city of Nagpur would be able to get free of cost counseling over chat and also over WhatsApp, over Instagram, over Facebook, over Telegram, 24/7. Right? Because I see this to be a very big problem that whenever you are stuck, you do not get anyone who can help you really, right? And hence you remain in that zone for a long time. All right. So hence I really want to create this helpline through which you can reach out and get support free of cost 24/7. When you join my programs and learn, you learn how to not fall in problems. But when you are trapped in these problems, that time if you get a helpline which can help you free of cost, I think a lot of you will benefit. So I want to start with this with Nagpur, my home city, hometown, and eventually move on to other cities also. So you want to ensure that every child, youth, and teenager of the country never feels trapped in any mental health issue, in any anxiety, in any depression, overthinking, addiction, life, come what may. So yeah, this is what I have been working on lately. Over to all of you. Tell me, what other questions do I answer? And I hope that you all can hear me clearly. If not, let me know. Yeah, it is very, very important. I think, it's the need of the hour. Like, the government stresses so much on the physical well being, giving hospital and infrastructure and education and whatnot facilities. But it's time that we also work towards the mental well being, because at the end of the day, it's the way we think, we feel, that we behave. And the life is not so much an outcome of what we eat and where we live, but much more an outcome of how we feel inside. So yeah, trying to solve that for the country and to make sure that every Indian lives a happy, peaceful, and meaningful life. All right, let's bring on some other questions, guys. I hope you all can clearly see me and hear me on YouTube as well as Instagram. I'm trying to do some more arrangements, but I doubt they will happen. So yeah, any questions you have, go on, ask me. I also try to move this to a better stand. I hope it works though. Yep. Okay. Mm, perfect. Give me a moment, guys. I'm just trying to use a new stand which I just bought to ensure I'm able to do these sessions more effortlessly and at a better quality. There is some issue with the quality of YouTube, as I can see. Hmm, I think it needs more setting. All right. Probably I can do this. Just give me a moment, guys. All right. Huh. So if I look at the camera on Instagram, I cannot look at the camera on YouTube. So we'll have to figure this out. Never mind. So next question is, how can we start working on helping other people and making it a full-time endeavor? Well, it's very easy. Um, you can help people in many ways. And see, helping is not just about running an NGO. A lot of businesses that exist are also to help people. All right. Just that businesses are able to help people who are able to pay them for their services, who can afford to pay. And not for profits or NGOs are there to help people who cannot afford to pay for the services. Right. So every business that is out there is only helping people. Right. So the real question is, what do you want to help them for? Do you want to help them for their mental well-being? Do you want to help them get food, clothing, shelter, some services, some intellectual things? Well, even a security guard is helping people, right? So you can help people in many many ways, and every business endeavor is actually helping people. Well, some are also intending to help people but actually not helping people, like our social media apps. You've become accustomed to it, and they just drown you into entertainment and don't really add much value to your lives. So I would doubt that they really help you as much. But yeah, the simplest thing you can start with is start volunteering. There are a lot of NGOs who do amazing work in the country. We also try to do something which we can to the best of our ability. Like this month and the next month, we're trying to plant a few thousand trees, and of course, educate a few thousand children. So all these organizations cannot afford to pay a lot of salaries because, of course, the people whom they are serving are unable to pay them. So I would say that just go on and volunteer for them. That's the simplest thing you can do if you really want to help people, because they are already having an agenda, a team, a well-defined impact matrix, a theory of change, a lot of things. So if you really volunteer with them, you'll be able to help them impact more lives in a much more meaningful way. And you can start with anything as less as 2 hours a week, 3 hours a week, 1 day a week. I think everybody has that much time, right? So yeah, I mean, you can earn and you can also help people. And if you do not have time, you can donate. Yeah. So you can help through your own time, skills, money, connections in many many ways. It's all about whether you're wanting to help or not. All right. Okay, so next question is by Shivi, Princess Shivi. All right, Princess Shivi. She's saying, I do not know. I get easily irritated. How to be mentally strong? Shivi, if you really want to be mentally strong, you need to start meditating. Because when you really start meditating, the way at least I teach meditation, you learn how to take charge of your thoughts in those moments when you feel irritated. Without you being in charge of your thoughts, you will always fall, into the trap of your mental patterns of irritation, of anger, of anxiety, of all those things. So unless and until you meditate, you will never become more self-aware of what's going on within you. And unless you become self-aware, you would not be able to trace that thought or grab hold of that thought whenever it occurs in your mind, right? So start doing that, and you would stop getting irritated. All right. Meditation is the thing. If you really want to be mentally strong, if you really want to be intelligent, if you really want to be happy and peaceful, if you really want to make responsible decisions, thoughtful decisions, meditation is something you all absolutely have to do, right? And trust me, guys, if you start meditating, 90% of your life problems, be it irritation, anxiety, anger, insomnia, heartbreak, relationship issues, most of them will solve. Because the wisdom is there within. What you lack is the consciousness and awareness to tap into it when you really need it the most. Yeah. So please start meditating. And if you really want to learn, you can join my 5-day free program. It will start soon in the coming week. Happy to be of help to you. All right. Okay, next question. People on Instagram and YouTube, feel free to ask. I'm here for another 15 minutes. And hello, Vandana, Barfi, Sachin, Ritesh, who's Babu Bhai, Prasanna, Vaishnavi, Rishi, Akanksha, and Abhinav. A big hello to all of you. YouTube guys, I cannot see you, so I do not know your names. But Insta guys, I can see you. I mean, I can see your names, not you. All right. So tell me, guys, do you have any more questions, or do we start with a small and sweet meditation? If you don't have any more questions, I'll start with the meditation. Yeah. Any more questions? I'm wondering if I'm missing any question. Okay, Vaishnavi has asked, what is your way of habit formation? Vaishnavi, it's very simple. To form a habit, I just make an intention to take that action again and again, and I put reminders to do that. Like if I wish to get up early in the morning, I make sure I put up not one but two or three reminders, and I put the phone away from me, or I make my friend call me who gets up early in the morning. So that's a way to create a habit of waking up early in the morning, right? So whatever you really wish to do, A, you need a strong intention. B, you need a very strong reason, which is a why you want to do it. And C, you need a way of accountability, a way of someone who's holding you accountable of whether you're doing it or not, and reminding you to do it. Yeah. So if you can take care of these three things, it becomes very easy to form a habit. All right. So do these things. Have a very clear cut why, have a strong intention, and have some sort of accountability and reminder system. And of course, take action, right? If you do not take action, nothing will happen. So take action and you will be able to form a habit. Okay. All right. Do we have any more questions? Hello, Aniket, Harsh, and Nani. Any more questions, guys, or do we start with a quick 5 minute meditation? It's 9:17, so I can do 10 minute meditation for you today. 10 मिनट का हो सकता है. वैसे आई होप आप सभी को मेरी आवाज़ बहुत क्लियर आ रही है. You can hear me clearly and also see me clearly. Yeah. All right. So I feel there are no questions. So let's just do a meditation together. I will make you do a very simple process because I cannot take you into very deep processes on an Instagram live, YouTube live session because we do not have time. So let's do a very simple process. Please close your eyes and sit comfortably with your back straight. Try to hold this posture in your hands, this one. It's called the Chin Mudra or the Dhyan Mudra. You're touching the index finger and the thumb together, and you're keeping all three fingers together as well. And you're keeping your palm facing upwards on your lap, very comfortably. Done? Now close your eyes. Take a deep breath in from the nose and let it go out from the mouth as slowly as possible, as deeply as possible, and as consciously as possible. Take a deep breath from the nose in and exhale out from the mouth. And keep doing this a few more times. and just start counting your breaths. Stop breathing out from the mouth and just start counting every breath. When you breathe in, mentally say one, and when you breathe out, again say one. Then, when you breathe again, say two, and you breathe out, again say two. Just observe your breaths coming in and out from the nose and mentally count it from 1 to 9. If your mind wanders into thoughts, just bring it back into the sensation of the breath and continue the counting. And if you reach the count of 9, then start counting back, which is 8, 7, 6, 5. Every breath. Don't inhale and exhale forcefully. Just do it naturally and observe the breath and keep counting mentally. If you reach the count of 1, then again start from 1 to 9, observing every incoming and outgoing breath. And being completely one with it. If some thoughts come in your mind, let them come and let them go. Do not get trapped into thinking those thoughts, into evaluating those thoughts. Just remain aware of your breaths constantly and totally. You exist because of your breaths. You are alive because of them. Just feel them, just count them, just experience them, just be them. Nothing else matters in this moment than your incoming and outgoing breaths and your awareness of them. Remember that just like your breaths come and go, situations, emotions, dreams, people, and things also come and go in life. Everything is changing constantly, and you are nothing but the witness of it, the observer of it, the seer of it, not the doer, just the seer. Knowing this, With your next breath, gradually open your eyes and bring your attention back to the session, to the video, to the world outside. You can rub your hands if you want and place them over your eyes, your face, so that you feel more alert and more warm again. So, firstly, I would like to know if you did the meditation, how did you feel doing it? We did it for 11 minutes. Tell me if you realize that 11 minutes have passed. And also, how did you feel doing it? Also, I see that there are some questions. Hello, Tina. Happy to answer your question. Also, you, Sachin, but please type it. Shivi is saying, felt really good, sir. Thank you. Most welcome. The pleasure is all mine. Anybody else? Any question? I see a question from Komal asking how to be patient. Komal, meditate, you would learn how to be patient. Meditation is nothing but you practicing patience. Your mind is asking you to think about 1,000 things, to take 100 different actions. But you are constantly telling your mind that, hey, not now. Let me just for some time remain nothing, do nothing, think nothing. So if you really meditate, you're actually practicing being patient as well. Yeah. Vaishnavi is saying that she is feeling very calm. I'm glad, Vaishnavi, to so. Anyone else? Anything else you would like to ask or share? Nikki Vasani is saying she's feeling really relaxed and calm. Thank you. Most welcome, Nikki. Imagine if you felt so relaxed and so calm in 10 minutes. How would you feel if you go through a proper 30-minute meditation that I conduct online every single day, 5 times a day, 365 days a year? Imagine how would you feel if you do that every morning and every night. Wouldn't it be amazing? Yeah. DM me if you would like to learn that and join that community. All right. Okay, Tina is saying, can you tell me how to ignore other people's words who don't understand you, but always do complaining you are this or this? Tina, I'm not getting your question. There is some grammatical error. I'll try to understand, and her shall ask answer your question as well. We'll stretch today's session a bit more because there are many more questions now. Tina, to ignore other people's words, you need to understand that who you are is never defined by what people think of you. What people think of you is an outcome of what they perceive your behavior and how they label that behavior, right? Like they put a stamp that this is this person, this is why this person is behaving this way and that way. And the stamp they put also comes from their own past experience in life. So to ignore the people, it's very easy. You need to be clear of who you really are. Unless you have crystal clear idea about who you really are, you would never be able to ignore people because you'll always be seeking your sense of identity through them, through their words, their actions, through their behavior. So seek to understand yourself, and you'll automatically start ignoring what other people think of who you are. All right. I hope you got your answer. And yes, sometimes it's also important to consider what they're saying, but you need to evaluate what they're saying with who you really think you are. And after evaluating, after introspecting, if you feel that their opinion is faulty, then it just doesn't matter. All right. So be sensitive, be receptive, do not be delusional, and do not be arrogant. At the same time, do not be stupid to fall into believing anything anyone says about you. All right. So Harsh is asking, how does it feel after getting liberated? Harsh, I wish they would have does not die. It stays within you as a constant undercurrent of everything you do. So yeah, I hope you get it. Well, Steve, you can ask a question because today I'm in a mood of answering more questions. Pause due to poor connection. Okay, restart. So yeah, Steve, you can go ahead and ask a question. Go ahead, Steve. Happy to answer your question. But this is the last question then. I'll end the session after this question. So yes, Steve, please go ahead and ask your question. What is liberation? Liberation is, Steve, you being free from the tape recorder in your mind. Your mind has a hard disk which stores all your past experiences, and it takes choices in the present moment based on the data of your past experiences. So basically, your mind keeps on playing the same old thoughts, emotions, actions, and reactions again and again. You do not realize it. You feel you are the one who's thinking, who's making choices and decisions. But it is not so. You're just following an algorithm which unconsciously you have created. And that algorithm is the cause of all your mental, emotional suffering in life. Your anger, your anxiety, your insecurity, your jealousy, your craving, your sense of inferiority, your sense of unfulfillment, your sense of incompleteness, all these things come from the same tape recorder, the same mental conditioning, the same hard disk, the same memory. And you blame people, you blame situations, you blame your past, your present, your stars, your gods, and everything. But the truth is that you are the only cause behind your own suffering. So, liberation is to be free from this hard disk, to be free from this karmic bondage, to be free from all these mental conditioning, all these patterns that you have created, to be free from being a victim of your own mind. Liberation does not mean that your soul travels outside and you do not take a birth again. No, it does not mean all of that. It simply means that you're no more a victim of your past. And once you stop being a victim of your past, of all the thoughts, emotions, and impressions of the past, you realize that you are absolutely at peace. And that peace was always there. You were the one who was disturbing it. And this peace is not at all boring. This peace is very, very fulfilling, very beautiful. It's very enlightening. This peace is full of life. And so you realize that you've actually never ever been alive. You've been living, hardly living, but you've never really been alive. And once you start experiencing this peace constantly because of freedom from all your mental, emotional conditioning, all your patterns of the past, you start truly experiencing every moment of life and you start being fully alive. This is what liberation is. I hope you don't just understand it through my words, but also experience it through your own experience, through your own spiritual awakening, through your own enlightenment, right? Because there's no point just reading or hearing about how it is to be free. Get free. So I hope that helped you. And if give more examples, maybe. All right. Okay. Well, I don't think I'll be able to answer more questions, but quickly, Nikki Vasani is saying how to let go of someone who's already gone, how to detach yourself from them. Nikki, you are already detached. What you're attached to is the memory of them. And why do you want to let go of the memory of those people? You had some beautiful experiences, you had some learnings, good and bad both. Because of them, you're a different person, right? So all you need to do that they served a purpose in your life, and that purpose is over now. And all you need to do is to accept that they are no more. But trapped in thoughts about the person who's no more. You're ignoring all those people who are still there. Right? So life is a constant influx, Nikki. Like water in your well tap comes and goes. Like the wind, do not remain trapped in thoughts of them. Accept the fact that they are no more and embrace those who are still there. Do whatever you can to help those, love those, care for those who are still there. And there are so many more people who are there who need you and who need someone like you to love them. Right? So I hope this answers you, Nikki. Right? Tina is saying, "Sir, I follow discipline one day and it disappears the next day, and I feel sad for this and blame myself." Pal is asking how to. Jagrati is asking how to be completely present in the moment. Jagrati, DM me, join my upcoming program. I'll teach you the very first day how to be completely present in the moment effortlessly. All right. Join it. It's completely free. And Harshvardhan is saying that he's feeling recharged now. I'm glad. All right, guys. That being said, I'll have to stop